Oldenburg, look, we had some issues in last week's main event. I don't want to have those same issues this week. Boys and girls, welcome to this second round of our East Coast Championship and the second episode on this privateer adventure. I have brought each and every single one of you on. Once again, we are on a stock bike versus some of the most incredibly talented pros in the world. Thank you again for coming through and hanging out. We're gonna get right into this episode. I've changed a couple of things. Well, in reality, it was one thing, and it was one major thing. The race sessions have now been taken to the real thing. I will be skipping the qualifying session on the video, but we will have the heat races and possibly some LCQs before we hit this main event up. We sit here on the line for our very first heat race of this championship season. Yes, last episode was only the main event this week, and from here on out, we got the heat races. Hopefully not many LCQs, and hopefully a lot of main events, maybe some main event W's. Arlington, Texas, first heat race. The gate is down. All right, we need to get a jump. We got to get away. It's a thick pack. I can't have a ride like that. This is a pretty quick track. I'm thinking that if I can run my own laps and get away from the chaos, I should be into the main event, no problem, but please, I'm just a teeny tiny guy with some extremely big hopes. Bring it around the corner. Smooth. There's gotta be smooth. Like Carlos Santana, I gotta be smooth. That was not smooth. Oh, little stretch. Come on. We gotta get this bike in the main event. I do not want to go to the LCQ on a track like this. This is the kind of track that I need to start building momentum on. This is where the season starts to have a dynamic shift. Or I could get run wide there in that corner. It is so thick in here. I'm going to put this bike into some people's radiator guards. Watch your jet. Please, watch your jet, Mitchell Oldenburg. I remember you from our first encounter. I will not forget what you have done to me and my people. Oh, stretch it out. I feel a lot more confident on this track than I did in the previous week. But this is still just a heat race. I've got to get to the main event with this kind of confidence and hope that things go good for me. As you can see, I struggle on some of these bigger jumps on the stock bike, but you know what? We're still hanging it out here, showing them privateers can make some work happen. I got 11th in the first round of this championship, so I'm going to be trying to shoot for a top 10. We'll see what we can make happen, though. Diving in there. Osby, please. I got the laser beams going as I jump over Jordan Smith in an extremely sketchy rhythm section. Oh my goodness. Please hold it together. I've got 2 more laps. We'll have this lap and another lap. And then we'll be done with our first heat race and moving in, hopefully, to the main event here in Arlington as I'm sitting on a podium position in the heat race. Do I jump for the W? I told you this is the momentum swinger. I got to keep this confidence up. Tonight's going to be a different night than we had last week. Regardless of how good tonight goes, it's going to be different. I promise you that. Young ANDREA CARSON out here leading the first laps that I have actually led in this season. Maybe in a heat race, but you know what? Junior Hill was feeling pretty good in the heat race too, and now he's got a top 5. Reno. Oh no, a little short, but we can make it work. A little short. We're good though. We got some room in this heat race. Let's ride smooth, finish out this heat race, and go right into that main event. No LCQ. Feels a lot like DMR if I say so myself. Oh, why was I in second? Ay, that one hurt. That one hurt. Cooper's going to make up some ground on me. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! One more section. I got the whoops pretty dialed, even on this stalker. One more section. All right, we win in a heat race. Let's go. Unless I blow out on these whoops, which I did many times before. But not tonight. We're winning a heat race, boys and girls. Let's go! Let's go! Let's take this vibe into this main event, boys and girls. Main event gate is full. The riders are locked in. Only thing left to do is drop the gate, boys and girls. Let's go racing. Very nervous, very nervous, very nervous. The expectations are much higher than last week. After a fantastic start and an abysmal finish, let's see if we can go the other way. Maybe a mid-pack start and a great finish. Let's try to get this energy up, boys and girls. Let's try to get this energy up. Oh, getting pushed wide, getting pushed wide. Let me take the inside, let me take the inside. I'm just a little guy, I'm just a little guy. And I'm a little guy moving forward right now. Let's go. Everybody hold their line, everybody hold their line. Okay. Okay, okay. Oldenburg, look, we had some issues in last week's main event. I don't want to have those same issues this week. Could you please back off a little bit? Thank you. I mean, he didn't really back off, but I'm just saying thank you in advance. Oh, my Covington. Please. All right, all right, all right. We're clean, we're clean, we're clean. Let's get the first lap covered. Let's have a clean first lap and see where we're at the end of it. Unless you want to count that as a first lap. That dude just jumped off the track. Rest in peace, young player. Oh, this little stalker is so tough to get these tight rhythm sections. The really precise rhythm sections are so hard to get in when you're on a bike with no suspension and no exhaust. But you know what? We're hanging it out here for the nation, boys and girls. Whoa, 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 whoa! Please, please! Watch your jet. Yeah. Feeling much better than I did last week, I gotta say. Even though I really enjoyed the track last week, the pressure was much higher being the first round of the season. I feel a lot more comfortable and I like the track flow a lot better on this stock bike. I just gotta minimize mistakes. Mistakes were my biggest enemy in our first video. I was obviously fast, but I made a ton of mistakes on a track that did not allow me to make up a lot of ground. This track is not, I don't think it's quite as tech as last week's track. I'm going to try to use this to my advantage. That is such a sketchy line for me to be hitting on a bike with no suspension, no exhaust. Last week I was worried about a podium, I was worried about a top 10. All of that has been brushed aside for this week, and all I'm concerned with is riding my own race. The DMR season has taught me that I just need to run my own pace and let things flow. There's no reason to push the envelope, and there's no reason to stress myself out. It is about the vibe. And the vibe right now, boys and girls, is feeling pretty wavy. Led our first laps in a heat race, and I think we're going to get a chance to lead our first laps in a main event. I got an 11th place finish last week, though, so I got to maximize points, and I got to hope Faulkner has a really bad ride. Sitting in that number 5 position, it's not going to be enough to move me into the number 1 position with the red plate. But if we can have some performances like this throughout the season, I think this championship's going to tighten up really fast. Smith is not letting me breathe right now. He's definitely gotten past, but not giving up the fight. I'm over here focused. I don't even know if I blinked this season. Not even once yet. No, okay, there's a blink right there. I can feel it. I can feel my eyes moisturizing themselves. I'm going to tell the truth real quick, chat. I am rambling incoherently to keep myself distracted from what's going on. Many more laps here on Arlington than I believe it was our first lap, our first our first go at this championship. Feeling a hell of a lot more comfortable. We got laps under my belt from the DMR season. We're already one round into this championship. This is the kind of riding that Cooper Tires wants to see ANDREA CARSON have, if I say so myself. I'm going to get a shot at some tires. It's almost like two different riders. If you were to watch the video from last week to the video this week, almost a totally different game. Start, so key. Second lap, so key. Just maintaining my speed, making the passes when I could versus trying to force them to happen, minimizing mistakes. Obviously that rhythm section wasn't great, but ooh, as I'm saying it, I'm starting to make a few more mistakes. I gotta calm it down, little turbo. I gotta calm it down. Jordan Smith still not out of the picture. Faulkner still in that top 5 position. No! You guys can hear the reaction in my voice. Oh no, we're gonna have a last lap showdown. I hit that and felt the bike scrub, and I was like, this is bad. This is really bad. We're pushing to the limit right now. This is the last lap. I've had a lead for about 4 laps now, maybe 3 laps. Made a major mistake there, and now Smith is pushing, trying to get this lead back, but I started to get a little bit of a gap again. Smith made a mistake. Oh, and Faulkner's out of the top 5. Faulkner's out of the top 5. This is what I need in the points. This is the kind of luck I need in the points. I don't know where he's at. If he drops to 12th, then maybe I have a shot at this red plate. But if he don't drop to 12th, probably going to be not in the red plate position. Boys and girls, how's this championship about to go? There's only one way to find out, my dudes. Faulkner dropped all the way to 6th. That's not going to be enough to put us in the red plate position, but this championship has been flipped around, and the momentum is here with ANDREA CARSON. Ooh, we got a big move in the points, boys and girls. I go from 11th up to 4th. We are right outside of the podium by 4 points. Things couldn't have gone better for me in this second round. Obviously, taking the dub is the best kind of case situation for a little old ANDREA CARSON type. I thank you all so much, as always, for coming through and checking out the content and supporting the channel. Next week, we got round 3 dropping, and I hope to see you all there. I love you. Now say it back. Holy moly. I'm buzzing right now.